Back to your daily dose. My name is Robert. You know my pal Susan, and we're talking about a couple things. I want to reflect on something, which is first and foremost my dad. He is turning 80 this year, and we are celebrating Boys of Summer 20th anniversary this year. We're also headed to Disneyland for our second endurance event with Run Disney. Last year, as you were there, we did the marathon. This year, we're doing the half marathon and very excited. And boy, the feedback from the Run Disney people, thank you so much. We appreciate your support and love. And I know we've got a great story, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Anything you want to reflect on regarding the Run Disney experience? Because you were there last year, what it was like for you to see the throngs of people and be part of that?
I was with your mom to start with,
Yeah.
and that was a real treat. We got up at 2:30 to she gave you guys some food and I drove you to the track. Then I went back and took a nap for a little while. And then the entire middle part of the day, the 26.2 miles, we couldn't see you at all, except for the last maybe point 0.2. However, the whole energy and the dynamics of what Disney does for them was boom in the air and visuals and sounds and songs and happy people and people running and I mean like people like us. Well, your mom wasn't running, but people to get to the finish line so we could be in a place where we could predictably see you. We were tracking you because I guess you had a thing that we could attract. And we were like little kids. It meant so much. It was so exciting. And then we saw you coming around the corner. We both just started crying, and your mom was cheering. It was so fun. It was like yoo-hoo kind of cheers. And the smiles on your faces, you and your dad, after 26.2 miles. And all the things that I subsequently learned happened to you during the race, the near disasters that all worked out. And then Robert walking through the parking lot back to the car, it narrowed it to individual people who saw you and your dad and remembered seeing you on the course and came over to you to make an effort to say how cool it was that you did what you did. I just felt really, really privileged to be considered part of your family and be included in that.
Well, indeed, you were and you are, and you're right. The reactions we've gotten are humbling and beautiful, and they continue. I posted to the Facebook page this week, as I told you, we got immediately within 24 hours over 1,500 likes and hearts and all that, and hundreds of comments and even locally put it on next door here, and similarly had just the neighborhood over 200 comments, which for a relatively small group as opposed to an international group, people going crazy. So I know the story works. What I was reflecting with my dad this morning, we did a little training run, is that we saw a movie that a lot of their comments have come back to us, and they said, this is so great to have a positive story in this time, right? That they're feeling beaten up by the world. So many negative, difficult things going on in the national newscape, and to see something that universally feels positive, a father and son doing something their best against difficult circumstances, and doing it out loud for others to share it with them. That seems to really capture the narrative. And Dad and I saw a documentary about the Broadway play Annie when it came out, and I believe 73 or 74. And what the producers said was that the play captured the country at a time that was really depressed, out of Watergate, out of Vietnam, that felt like it had lost its soul a little bit. And I think there's some similar hangover here right now with a couple of things, COVID not the least of them, that make people kind of nervous and worrisome and anxious. And the idea of having something positive to surround and remind ourselves of something good. I couldn't be more thrilled to be a part of that. And the chant that kind of has come out of the section that I think is going to be our thing is "Go Dan Go." And
Oh, cool.
We're going to put that on the side of there and just, go Dan, go. And people will know they'll know his name and they'll be
Yes,
cheering him forward. And that's
I
it. Go
love.
Dan, go.
Yes, I love that. I love that. I love that. That's really cool.
All
It's
right.
not just Dan though. I'm sorry. I got to give you a little credit here.
Let them go. Who's the guy pushing him? Yeah, they can figure that out. There's enough about me online. They want to find me, they can find me. But go Dan, go.
Go Dan, go! Run, Forrest, run!
All right. We'll see you on the next dose.